let's make butter garlic potato wedges, Gina Young style. If you love potatoes, you love potato wedges, this recipe is definitely for you. I hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. I love potato wedges. I want them to be thick and meaty and crunchy on the outside, soft and supple on the inside, but I also want them to be seasoned to perfection. And that's how I'm going to show you how to make them today. Here's what you're going to need. Now, when it comes to choosing the potato, I'm always going to say for a potato wedge or a steak potato french fry, I'm going to say the Idaho or the russet potato. I have some russet potatoes here. I wouldn't use like a Yukon Gold or the red potatoes or anything like that because it would be too mushy. These will be baked into the oven on 365 degrees. So we got some potatoes. Make sure you rinse them off. I rinsed the skin off, okay? You want to rinse off any pesticides, and then you never know who's handled those veggies before they got to your home. Why do I have cheese sauce? Because there's no other way to eat potato wedges except for with delicious cheese sauce. And this is the cheese sauce that I absolutely love. And you know we gotta dip them in some ketchup. Okay, so now I have some Parmesan cheese. This happens to be the Parmesan cheese that I love. If you want a fresh Parmesan, if you want to grate a Parmesan or something else, you can. Absolutely you can. You're gonna need some spices to make it come together and taste absolutely amazing. So for my salt today, I'll be using chicken bouillon powder. If you don't have it or you don't want to use it, you can just use regular salt. That'll be fine. Okay, I have some pepper. We got garlic and onion powder, Italian seasoning if you like it. If you like it, if you don't like it, leave the Italian seasoning out. And I have some parsley flakes. You can use fresh parsley flakes for this recipe. It's really just served as a garnish, you know. This is the dried parsley flakes. And I got some paprika. And in my little dish here, I have some oil. The oil that I'm using is vegetable oil because we need to coat these today so they can get a nice crispiness in the oven. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make delicious garlic butter potato wedges, Gina. Hope y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Go ahead and get started peeling up our potatoes. What is the weather like where you all are at? Is it absolutely freezing? Has it warmed up a little bit? Where I'm at, it's warmed up a little bit. It's not as cold outside. I mean, the other day was like a blizzard, right? But today is kind of nice, right? So I want to know what the weather is where you're at. Are you super excited for Christmas? Have you started your shopping? Are you done with shopping? Do you have your Christmas list for what you're making for your Christmas dinner? Are you doing a traditional Christmas dinner? Or are you doing something different, like a big pot of spaghetti or maybe lasagna and fried chicken? I want to hear from you all, and I'll be in the comment section below talking to you guys. As we get our potatoes nice and peeled, I'm going to show you how to cut them into the nice thick potato wedges, right? Because when you're making wedges, they must be thick. They can be thin and wobbly. If they are, they would just turn into mush in the oven. And honestly, these take a while to cook in the oven. You want them to get crispy on the outside. And what we're doing special to make them crispy on the outside is we're adding some oil to them. Okay, so now here's the thing. Let's talk about this real quick because this makes a difference. You can turn around and peel the potatoes like this, or you could leave the skin on. And so now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want to go ahead and leave the skin on. So how about we leave the skin on these potato wedges, all right? I'm excited about that. There's some times where I just want to eat that potato skin, and it has that lovely seasoning on. So let's leave the skin on today. And cut some potato wedges. These ones here, we took the skin off. We're still going to use them, right? We wouldn't get rid of them, right? So now I want mine to be big. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Are you excited? I want to hear from you. This is the perfect side dish for any recipe. Fried chicken, fish, a roast, hamburgers, whatever, pork chops. This is the side dish to be had. You could even have this for your holiday. You bet you could. And the reason why I say this, that one's not good. The reason why I say that is because these potato wedges, after you make them, you know how there's some recipes that when you make it, you want to eat it right out of the oven or late, because later it's not going to taste good. You can heat these up. You can reheat these and they are just as good as when they first came out of the oven. So this would be perfect for your holiday. Okay, so I'm going to continue to break these potatoes down in such a manner, and then we're going to grab our oil and our silicone brush that I have here. We're going to put oil all over our potatoes. Once we have our potato wedges nice and cut into quarters and we've put it on the cookie sheet. And here's the thing, I'm going to be honest with you. Last time I made these, I put them on aluminum foil and they stuck. Okay, so I'm just using my cookie sheet this time. The oil will make it to where it's not going to stick to the pan. So now here's what we're going to do. Take your oil, whatever kind of oil that you love. I'm using a vegetable oil. I'm going to lightly put the oil right onto the potatoes just like this. It helps with the crispiness, and it's also going to help to adhere our lovely spices. So the only spices that we're going to put on right now is just going to be salt and pepper. If you were to put any of these other seasonings on right now, like the paprika, the onion, and the garlic powder, it'll just burn. Because the amount of time that it's going to take for these to cook, those spices would burn. So when's the perfect time to put those spices on? We'll put them on right before they get ready to come out of the oven, okay? So we're going to grab us some salt and pepper, season them real good, and into the oven at 365 degrees. We're going to go ahead and salt and pepper it now. If you want to leave the salt out, absolutely you can. If you're doing like me and you're using the chicken bouillon. Keep it in mind that chicken bouillon does have some salt in it. But right now, I'm going to put a tiny bit of salt, okay? Watch this. Just a very little bit. Okay, lovely. That's perfect. And now I'm going to go in with my black pepper. We're going to get this into the oven. And don't bother it. If you bother this, you'll mess them up. You'll get them mushy. The skin will stick to the pan. What we're looking for is for that skin to harden up, get nice and crispy. And it's going to do that because we rubbed oil on them. Let's get them into the oven, 365. This family, this is exactly what we're wanting. I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. Bring it a little bit of close so you can see. Look it, took it. Crispy skin is gorgeous. The inside is soft, the outside is crispy. That's what we're wanting. So I'm going to keep these in the oven for about 10 more minutes. Then we'll take them out and we're going to season them to perfection, and then they'll actually go back into the oven. When your potatoes finally have this crispiness, and I would actually say it took about maybe 40 minutes. It takes a while, but just don't mess with them. They get crispy, golden brown, just like you want them. Nice crispy skin, gorgeous. So now's the perfect time to go ahead and season them. I'm doing chicken bouillon because it is absolutely amazing. All right, just like this. We're using this for salt. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Now listen, leave your oven on because this goes back into the oven. I'm gonna put some Parmesan, and we want our spices to kind of bake on to the potatoes, right? I'm not doing pepper because we already did pepper, but I'm putting a nice amount of garlic and onion powder on purpose. These should be super flavorful, okay? You get the gist. And now we're going to go in with a tiny bit of Italian seasoning, just a little bit is needed, a nice amount of onion powder, right? And now we're going to make it gorgeous. So whether you're using fresh parsley flakes, that's fine, or you can use the dried like I'm going to do today. And that oil that we put on there is going to make sure all your spices are adhering to the potato. And then we're going to put some paprika. It really just makes it nice and gorgeous. And to finish it off, your favorite amount, however much you want, of the Parmesan cheese. Let's put Parmesan cheese on together. There we go. Back into the oven. Right here. This is what you're looking for. This recipe is so good, and like I said, what I love about these, you can reheat them and they still taste just the same as when they came out of the oven. When I tell you, I don't know what the oven does to that Parmesan and that chicken bouillon powder, but it amps up the flavor like a million. Make you some, listen to me. I know. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on, tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, we thank you on today for this meal, your hedge of protection, and your love. It's ready to taste. You want to taste? I'm going to give you some. Look at that. I really want you to come in close. You can see all that flavor and look at that crispiness. Here's what I got. Cheese. I got some hot cheese sauce, y'all. My family loves this and you will too. Oh, that's it.